What's up, guys? It was the second race in the round of 8, and Kevin Harvick gets the win at Texas to clinch a Final Four spot at Homestead Miami Speedway. Kevin Harvick started on the pole for this race, won the first stage. He had Ducks Unlimited as his sponsor. They get $19,000 for that charity fund, and Kevin Harvick wins, gets the pole. He is clinched into Homestead. Him and Martin Truex Jr. are the only ones that are clinched into it. So let's go through the results. Aric Almirola gets second after Kevin Harvick wins. Almirola won the second stage, had an amazing car going today. And yeah, it's nice to see Aric Almirola have a lot of speed. Third is Daniel Suarez, a 1-2-3 finish for Stewart-Haas Racing, the second in their history. Daniel Suarez had a great day going today. Daniel's amigos were there. Day of the Dead just ended. And yeah, Daniel Suarez was doing great. He had a special helmet. And yeah, he gets third. Top 5 finish. Really great for Daniel Suarez, especially since he's trying to get that contract for next year. Joey Logano gets fourth. Joey Logano kind of had a not really a great day. I mean, he was able to battle back up to get a top 5, but he kind of slipped around there for a while, and yeah, it wasn't doing too good. And he got back up to a top 5, and now he is currently 20-something points into the Final Four. Alex Bowman gets 5th. Alex Bowman had this late surge to get to 5th because earlier in the race he was 9th to 12th. And yeah, good job to Alex Bowman getting 5th. Martin Truex Jr. gets 6th. That's actually really good. He won last week, so stage points don't matter. He's in the Final Four at Homestead. But, you know, he was struggling today. I mean, it was not a good day for Martin Truex Jr. And yeah, so he gets 6th, and that's a good finish compared to where he was the rest of the day. Kyle Busch gets 7th. Kyle Busch, kind of a quiet day, honestly, for Kyle Busch. Gets 7th, top 10. Yeah, okay. I mean, he got in the top 5 for a little while, but still. And he was talking about Joey Logano, him and Logano on the post-race interviews about it's the 22 and the 18 battling because somebody behind them could win and knock one of them out. And Kyle was like, look, it's going to be a battle between the 18 and the 22. Imagine that. So that was pretty funny. Ryan Blaney gets 8th. Blaney struggled today. At least he got like 2 stage points, but still not looking good for Ryan Blaney. Not looking too good to get to that Final Four, but you never know what could happen at Phoenix. He was pretty good there earlier in the year, led a lot of laps, and he gets a top 10, 8th place. Kurt Busch gets 9th. This is not indicative of what Kurt Busch did today. Kurt Busch just got a new contract, started 4th, did amazing today. Kurt Busch was like in the top 5 all day long, so it's nice to see Kurt Busch doing some good things, especially since he got eliminated from the playoffs really early. Eric Jones started on the front row. He was doing great really early on, and yeah, he kind of got mired back there, but top 10, 10th place, not too bad. Could have been a lot worse for Eric Jones. Clint Bowyer gets 11th. Clint Bowyer led some laps in this race by pit strategy. Then he went back to like 23rd, like last on the lead lap or something, maybe even lap down. But at least he was able to battle back up to get 11th. Kyle Larson gets 12th. Kyle Larson had a super long run car because it took him so long to get fast. But when he did, oh my gosh, he could just pass every car like they were sitting still. And he was up to 4th. He got 3rd in the first stage, 4th in the second stage. Lots of good stage points going there toward his championship 4 hopes. But now he's pretty far out because he got stuck a lap down because Bubba Wallace spun on purpose. We'll get to that later. And yeah, but he was able to get the lap back, and then he got stuck back there. He just didn't have the long run he needed, but he was able to get to 12th, but he really deserved a top 5, and that's what it's going to take to get to that championship for at Homestead, Miami. And if he does make it somehow next week at Phoenix, watch out for Larson at Homestead. Austin Dillon gets 13th. He had actually a really good day going. Matt Benedetto, solid top 15 finish. He was in top 10 for a little while, started 10th. Newman, top 15, pretty good. Hemrick, 16th. Byron, 17th. Byron was up there for a little while. He was having a great race, but 17th, not a great finish. Kind of reminds me of earlier this year. Kind of good, but then not good, like not a good finish. Ty Dillon gets 18th. Chris Buescher 19th. Paul Menard top 20th. John Hunter Nemechek, man, making his Cup debut, filling in for Matt Tifft these next 3 races because of his medical issue. Man, John Hunter Nemechek, great job, John Hunter Nemechek. He was a lap down, but stayed on the lead lap for like most of the race, like almost all of it. Gets 21st. That's a great finish. Outran his teammates. Awesome job by John Hunter. Parker Kligerman gets 22nd. Ryan Preece 23rd. Bubba Wallace 24th. Bubba Wallace kind of caused a caution there late in the race for spinning on purpose. Didn't work the first time. Then he spun it the second time, and that kind of destroyed Larson's day, and he probably won't make the Final Four because of it. I'm not saying he would anyway, though, but he had a lot better chance. He was doing great, and he was on a long run, and then that caused another caution, and then there was another short run, so... And he was a lap down. Michael McDowell, 25th. He had a mechanical issue, I think. J.J. Yaley, 26th. Landon Castle, 27th. Denny Hamlin, 28th. Denny Hamlin. Oh, man, he is 20 points out. My championship favorite, 20 points out of the Final Four because, oh, man, he just lost it coming out of 4. And then he slid through the grass and it tore his splitter up. He came off the ground, grass was flinging everywhere, and that is not good for Denny Hamlin. He started 3rd, was having a pretty good day going, came in 24 points above, came out 20 below. Oh, man, not good for Denny Hamlin. I don't know if he can make the championship for now. We'll see at Phoenix. Joe Nemechek, 29th, racing with his son. Next week, he'll do all 3 races with his son at Phoenix. Josh Bilicki, 30th. Ross Chastain, 31st. Chase Elliott, 32nd. When will the bad luck stop? He went up into the PJ1 that they put up there pretty early in the race, lap 9, and that just made him crash. It was his fault. I mean, really, it was. He ventured up there trying something new, and he crashed and set him multiple laps down. Quinn Houff gets 33rd. Jimmy Johnson, 34th, doing an amazing job today. Led tons of laps, but then kind of slipped on the bottom there and hit the wall a little, broke the suspension. But he had a great day going. David Reagan, 35th. Garrett Smithley, 36th. Both got into a hard crash late. Timmy Hill, 37th. Corey LaJoie, 38th. Got into 2 crashes by himself. Brad Keselowski, 39th, and last Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 40th. Those two were having, Stenhouse was having a great day. He had a really fast car. Keselowski wasn't doing too well, but Keselowski was up in the PJ1 like Chase later in the race, still in stage 1, slipped, hit the wall. Stenhouse braked trying to avoid it. That made him slip into the wall also, and then rammed into the back of Brad Keselowski and just ripped them all apart, and then they slid through the grass even more. So yeah, they both got DNFs there, and they both started 8th and 9th as well, so pretty good starting positions. So yeah, Kevin Harvick is going to Homestead, punches his ticket to Homestead, is locked in, advances, wins at Texas. We know at least one guy is going in on points, but you never know what's going to happen next week at Phoenix. Only Truex and Harvick locked in. One more race to go in this round until the race at Homestead, and I'll be there. So thank you so much, guys. See you next time, and I'll be at all 3 races at Homestead. And bye-bye, guys.